The entire world is trying to reach a single destination, the moon. America, Russia, China, and now India, country after country wants to journey to the moon. But have you ever wondered what the interior of the moon is actually like? Does the moon have soil or rocks? Are there oceans, rivers, mountains, or sandy plains? Is there water or ice? Friends, to find out all of this, make sure to watch the video until the very end. So let's begin this journey to the lunar surface. The distance from the Earth to the moon is 384,000 kilometers. America reached the moon in the shortest possible time, taking just 4 days from Earth. If we travel to the moon aboard an American spacecraft, it will take us 4 days to get there. After 4 days, we will be standing on the moon soil. Upon landing on the lunar surface, the very first thing we will see is the moon soil. You will notice that the lunar surface is very uneven, and you will see large craters all around the moon. When you stand on the moon's surface and look up, you will see our beloved planet, the Earth. You will see the Earth rotating on its axis, but from the sky of the moon, the Earth will appear completely stationary. In other words, if we stand on the moon and stare at the Earth for several years, it will feel as though the Earth remains fixed in one place. The moon's gravity is 6 times lower than that of the Earth. This means that once you go to the moon's surface, your weight will decrease 6-fold. If your weight on Earth is 60 kilograms, your weight on the lunar surface will be only 10 kilograms. In other words, upon landing on the moon, you will feel much lighter and will be able to easily jump from one side to the other. This exact reason is why Neil Armstrong was hopping and jumping when he walked on the moon. Walking normally like on Earth is simply not possible on the moon. The footprints of Neil Armstrong and his companions are still present on the lunar soil today. Due to the absence of wind on the moon, those marks have not been erased. As you move forward a bit and look around the moon, you will see a lot of garbage, bags, paper, broken satellites, and spacecraft debris. We are the ones who scattered all this trash there. The amount of garbage is so massive that it could easily fill up 5 large trucks. This waste, bags, and paper were left behind by space travelers, and it even includes their urine, feces, and vomit. Now imagine you are standing on the moon's surface, and suddenly something comes hurtling toward you from the sky, which could cause your death. Yes, friends, a trap of death can come from the sky. Due to the moon's low gravity, there is no atmosphere present on the moon. Because of the absence of an atmosphere, the constant threat of dangers like meteorites looms over astronauts. Suppose you are standing on the moon, and suddenly a large meteorite crashes down upon you, causing your death. This is entirely possible, and it is precisely for this reason that massive craters have formed on the moon. All the large, dark patches seen on the moon are actually not patches at all. They are lunar craters. Because sunlight cannot reach inside these deep craters, they appear as dark spots. After the sun, the brightest thing in the sky is the moon. When we look up at the sky from Earth, it appears blue, but from the moon, the sky does not look blue, it looks completely black. Whenever you look up at the sky from the moon, you will feel as though you have stepped into a world of black skies. To ensure you don't feel bored on the moon, NASA has made special arrangements. In fact, NASA set a world record by making Wi-Fi availability a reality on the moon. As a result, internet speeds of up to 19 megabits per second are available on the moon. So if you feel bored on the moon, you can use the internet to entertain yourself. Now, if you feel like calling your family back home from the moon and talking to them, and you make that phone call, you will find that you were trying to speak. The call is connected back home, but absolutely no sound is coming out of your mouth. Yes, friends, this is true. No matter how loudly you shout on the moon, not a single sound will escape your mouth. Everywhere on Earth has an atmosphere, but the moon has no atmosphere of its own. Therefore, sound waves cannot propagate naturally there. Even if you call out loudly to someone on the moon, they will not be able to hear your voice. However, astronauts on the moon wear special spacesuits filled with oxygen and nitrogen to artificially create atmospheric pressure. Because of this, they can easily talk to other people using built-in microphones inside their spacesuits. It is estimated that if human settlements are established on the moon in the future, talking via telephone will become possible. It takes about 127 seconds for a signal to reach Earth from the moon, which is why when communicating with someone on Earth, you have to speak in pauses. Friends, now let me tell you about days and nights on the moon. It takes 27.3 days for the moon to complete one orbit around the Earth, and it also takes 27.3 days to complete one rotation on its own axis. This is why we always see only one side of the moon, while the other side remains hidden. On the moon, night lasts continuously for about 14 days, and day lasts continuously for 14 days. Day and night have a significant impact on objects present on the lunar surface. At night, the temperature on the moon drops to an estimated -153 degrees Celsius. On the other hand, during the daytime, the temperature rises up to 180 degrees Celsius. Furthermore, the conditions of different regions on the moon vary greatly. It is believed that the south pole of the moon is the coldest place. At night, it gets so cold there that it would be impossible for any human from Earth to survive, let alone the thought of building a human settlement. According to scientists, during the day the temperature at the moon's south pole is not overwhelmingly hot, but at night it becomes severely freezing. As time goes on, the cold intensifies and ice begins to accumulate. Because of these terrifying conditions, every single mission sent to the moon so far has targeted its northern region. Friends, you will be amazed to know that the bright moon we see at night has no light of its own. The light you see on the moon is actually the reflection of light coming from the sun. That is, if the sun stopped giving us light, we would never be able to see the moon again. While orbiting the Earth, the moon keeps one side facing us, which is why the opposite side of the moon has never been seen by human eyes until today. Friends, the moon has no atmosphere because while rotating, the moon tilts on its axis by only 1.54 degrees, whereas the Earth tilts by 23.5 degrees. This results in two things. First, there are no climate changes on the moon like there are on Earth. Second, there are many areas near the moon's poles where sunlight never reaches. So if you wander into those areas of the moon, you could face terrifying conditions. Friends, even though the Earth doesn't change the moon's weather, the moon causes weather changes on the Earth. Although the moon appears circular from Earth, in reality, it is oval-shaped. The moon is moving away from our Earth by 1.5 centimeters every year. Our solar system has at least 200 satellites, but nowhere else is there any existence of life. Life is possible on Earth precisely because of the moon. When Earth collided with a planet named Theia, the Earth was tilted by 23.5 degrees. If the moon had not existed at that time, the Earth would have straightened back up. Due to the moon's gravitational pull, the Earth remains tilted to this day, which creates different types of climates on Earth. If the moon did not exist and the Earth straightened up, both day and night would be equal, meaning 12 hours each, and along with ice at both poles, the areas near the equator would scorch in intense heat. So friends, when do you think humans will finally be able to go to the moon? Be sure to let me know in the comments.